Good afternoon, boys and ghouls and others. Today we're going to be playing a game called The Excavation of Hobbs Barrow. The only thing I know about this is that it is a folk-inspired adventure, like horror adventure situation. Yeah. Sorry, I had to get my chat up. But yeah, let's dive into this. Oh, that was upsetting. Let's go. Is it WASD? No, it's just a point and click. Beautiful. It's a one-hand kind of game, I think. Does tab do anything? As I'm just like knocking over all the shit on my desk. I really need to purge my desk of all the things that don't belong on it. There is so much shit. It's fine. Someone's having a bad time. Okay. Let's go near the coughing man. Hello?
Ah, Miss Bateman.
My name is Bateman? This is gonna go so well.
Welcome back to Ticehurst House. It's been quite some time.
There's only good connotations with that name.
Terrible weather this evening, is it not?
Yeah, let me in.
Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see.
Good.
A bit of rain won't kill me, will it?
No, but your cigar smoke will kill the wallpaper, so.
You mustn't be interested in me nattering on.
You're right about that.
Give my regards to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper. You look pale, Miss Bateman. Do head inside. You'll catch your death out here.
Okay. The excavation of Hobbs Barrow. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Dearest Mother, I hope this letter will reach you. I have spent these past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
He's a cute little guy.
I will endeavour to explain the events that led me to Ticehurst House that night.
Okay.
As far as I can recall, this whole wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Mr. Shoulder? Oh, that's a close-up.
The letter brought me to the isolated village of Bewley, deep in the moors.
It's already
No
achievement
station
time?
master in
Jesus.
sight. I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter.
Okay. Keyboard shortcuts menu. Map when available. F5 is quick save, and quick load is F7. Show interactable hotspots space. Left click. Move your mouse cursor to the top of the screen. Got it. Left click. You can right click to deselect it. Double click to teleport on an exit to teleport directly to it. Occasionally auto save. You can also save anytime via the menu. Understood. Game saved. Menu. Settings. I'm going to turn off click to advance dialogue. Let's save. my typing skills on display there.
If I take the sign, how would the trains know where to stop?
But we can still take it. Tracks, sign. Okay.
My mother always told me not to walk on railway tracks. Hello there.
Okay.
Hello. I ought to read Mr. Shoulder's letter.
Okay.
I can walk through there.
Dear Miss Bateman, I write this letter in the hope of piquing your curiosity. I read about your expertise in barrows, and if I understand correctly, you are writing a book on them and the treasures they contain. I live in the village of Beaulieu, where most special barrow can be found on the outskirts. It is rectangular in form and is certainly tall enough to stand up in. The place is steeped in local legend, and there is rumor of secrets to be found deep within. I hope you will not misunderstand me and find this letter intrusive. If you wish to visit Beaulieu and excavate the barrow, I will be pleased to be your guide. Please send your response to the Plough and Furrow in Beaulieu. I shall await your letter. Yours respectfully, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. Dear Miss Bateman, marvelous news. I shall meet you at 8 o'clock in the evening on the 14th of this new month at the Plough and Furrow in Beaulieu. The inn has fine rooms which you will find adequate for your short stay. When we meet, I shall tell you more of the circumstances surrounding the site, which is referred to locally as Hobbs Barrow. It is not located on my own land, but we will have no issue gaining permission to excavate. I wish you a safe journey.
I must make my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn.
Excuse me, ma'am?
Excuse me?
Yes?
I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it?
Ah, young lady. Leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Beaulieu. Go straight ahead and you'll find the market square. The inn is t'other side at square.
Thank you very much. What can you tell me about Beaulieu?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. Not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days.
Are you local?
Ah, yes, a local I am. But I don't live in the village.
Where are you travelling to today?
That would be none of your business, young lady.
Quite. Apologies. I wish you a pleasant journey.
Why don't you live in the village, ma'am?
What brings you to Beaulieu?
That would be none of your business,
I beg your
ma'am.
pardon?
What brings you to Beaulieu, miss?
I have nothing to hide.
I'm here to visit a local landmark, Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow? Well, I can't say I've heard of it. For what reason?
I wish to excavate it.
Grave robber, are you?
Not at all. I merely have an interest in antiquities.
Not much to be found in Beaulieu, if you ask me. You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
I'll take my chances.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
That was odd.
Yeah, no, I think she's, she knows. She knows something's
Hello
weird.
there.
She knows something's weird. Okay, let's get going. Gonna shave. Wait. Wait. No, there's nothing here. I wonder if there's like a little bit of like secrets happening if it's not like an interactable that's needed for the story. I wonder if there's like some secret ones. Hello? Hello, Mr. Crow. Goodbye, Mr. Crow.
The
Hello.
old woman told me to go straight ahead to get to the inn. I'll have time to explore tomorrow.
Hey, Obungi. How are
The
you?
old woman told me...
Oh, shut up. Go. Anvil, says the blacksmith. Can I take the
Don't
broom?
come to Beaulieu to sweep their streets. The horseshoe is nailed firmly to the wall.
Well, take it anyway.
This must belong to someone. I should leave it alone.
Fine. You're no fun. Wear the
It is
bucket.
rusty and full of holes.
Okay. So that's
It
the
looks
church.
like I'm in the market square. I should find the inn.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing, ma'am? Oh, it pans. That is not an inn.
The cross denotes this as the site of a market, or perhaps a site of traditional religious significance.
Naturally. Oh good, it's boarded up.
The door has been boarded up. The building looks like a ruin.
Here's the inn.
Plough and furrow. I have a bit of time before Mr. Shoulder arrives. I should inquire about a room.
Excuse me, are you drunk? Hello?
Hello there. What's
Oh.
the young lady doing out alone in this sodden weather?
You look like you're about to fucking fall over, dude. Heading to the plow and furrow.
I'm heading to the Plough and Furrow.
Bloody good pub, that. It has the finest ales in the whole county. I'll
I'm
take
sure
you
anything
there
you
if
drink.
like.
I believe we are standing directly in front of it.
Oh, so we are. Please,
Yes.
give us a kiss now, won't you?
No. Get the fuck away from me. Humor him, slap him, deflect question. Get out of my way.
How dare you?
Wench!
What a buffoon.
It be like that sometimes. Sometimes you put your suitcase down to prep for the slap. You know?
I should speak to the innkeeper about a room.
You take the time to gently set down whatever you're holding. Ooh, painting.
I don't want to take the painting with me.
Can you look at
It's
it?
a crudely painted scene that appears to be of a biblical nature.
That's fun.
The Last Order's bell, savior of many a life. The painting depicts a rocky-edged lake. A small bronze plate states the name Lake Cubilius.
I'm so happy that this game is fully voice acted.
A pixie-faced peasant boy painted in a naive style.
A naive style? What's a naive style?
A fine exemplar of inebriation. A rather miserable-looking fellow. He's playing a board game by himself. I think it's Three Men's Morris.
I was gonna ask, is it checkers or chess?
They are
or what?
engaged in an intense discussion.
I just want to check out the whole place before I ask about a room.
A majestic animal, cut down in his prime. This painting shows a Rubenesque figure brushing her hair. Quite unusual to see such a sensual work in a room like this. A colourful work depicting a bashful knight. It is signed N. Hamley. A biblical scene of some kind. An angel is depicted looking longingly to the heavens.
Oh, I can't wait to fucking excavate this weird, creepy cult barrow.
A dreadful smell is emanating from the WC.
Go inside.
I do not need to use the lavatory.
Fine.
They are engaged.
Okay. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, lass. How can I help you?
I am looking for Leonard Shoulder.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you. I am in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. One
Oh, that's a
night, is
good
it?
sign.
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shilling per night. That includes your dinner and tea.
A fair price.
I'll need that payment up front for the 2 nights.
Do I have money? I do have money. I have a handkerchief, my letters, and some money.
This is payment for the room.
Thank you. Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
And will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight?
No, I am not wed. My assistant is arriving in Bewley tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key. Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs.
Beautiful.
Room number 2.
Thank you.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage.
As I'm already
I
fucking
should go
holding it.
upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives.
So I do still have some money.
I have only 2 pence left. My assistant Kenneth is bringing more funds tomorrow, thankfully.
Okay. And we have a room key. Let's go.
This door must lead to the...
This isn't
This
bad.
shall do nicely.
Like it's
Time to change into something more comfortable.
it's drab and dreary, and it looks like there's some sort of... Ooh, I like that outfit. It's very nice.
Much better.
And practical pants, high boots, a nice purple scarf. Beautiful. It looks... Oh, is this bullet holes? What the fuck is that?
The wardrobe looks old, perhaps 100 years or more in age. A sturdy-looking thing, useful to many a weary traveller. Ah, complementary matches. Useful.
Take it.
There's only 1 match left, though.
Aw, of course. Of course there is.
Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years.
Well, pry it open. There's probably something nice in there.
A painting of surprising quality. It portrays a rocky outcrop overlooking a vast moor. Perhaps a local landmark.
Probably the Barrow.
A decorative plate depicting a goat.
Take the goat
I
plate.
don't wish to take it.
Aw. There's something on top of the wardrobe that I can't get.
I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
Okay.
I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me. This may come in handy.
But we'll take the jug of water. Okay. I guess I just put that in my pocket. I can't look under the rug. Candle?
As the only light source in the room, I ought to leave this here.
Fine. No candle. I'm gonna save because I now have water and a match. And I'm gonna leave. I wonder if this is a game you can fail.
A
Hello?
curmudgeonly looking old fellow.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Right,
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
you're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewley's going to dogs.
What's wrong with the train, old man?
I take it you are not enamoured with the railway station.
Bewley's gonna be swarming with outsiders, like you. We don't want you coming here. It's as simple as that, lass.
Why not?
This is our town, our land.
I assure you, I am not here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
Oh, I am here to cause trouble. I'm about to excavate the Barrow. The cursed local legend Barrow.
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
None of your business, sir.
Ha! You're brave coming in here, all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm Cyril.
It's a pleasure.
I'm
to
not
make your
surprised that
acquaintance,
that's Cyril. Look at him. Look at him. Jesus Christ.
Do you know Mr. Shoulder?
That be none of your business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We're a proud community. I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folks like you.
Folks like me.
Aye.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
Hello, miss.
What you want?
I...
Bugger off.
Wow, that's fucking rude.
Good afternoon, sir.
Note for you here.
I beg your pardon?
I said there's note for you here, lass. Be on your way.
Charming.
Everyone's so fucking rude.
A decorative plate. This one depicts a bull.
I want the
I don't
pink
wish
one.
to take it.
Fine.
Good day, sir.
He's fucked.
Miss Bateman, you've transformed.
I feel far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call me an explorer of sorts.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
Hi, Stan.
A pleasure to meet you, Stanley.
And tell me, I trust your room is adequate.
Most adequate.
Excellent.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
Oh, nice.
It's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewley.
That's fair. It's like a small little town.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Aye, it's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass. But St. Edmund's Church is a fine building, worth a visit.
Okay, I'll go to the church.
Has Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Still haven't seen head nor tail of him, Miss Bateman.
What can you tell me about him?
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet fellow.
Okay.
He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard, then?
I'm gonna tell everybody the truth and they're gonna hate my ass.
Well, if you must know, I am what some people call a barrow digger.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
Oh, aye. You're a grave robber.
I'm a grave
I
robber.
am no such thing.
Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find, then? Gold? Silver? Bones?
Yes.
Well, rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye. Very interesting. But what does old Leonard have to do with this?
He invited me
He sent me
here.
a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Bewley, a site called Hobbs Barrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard nought about a Hobbs Barrow.
Well, he just told me he doesn't know, so I don't understand the point of this question, but here we go.
Are you sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Oh, good, so no
Mr.
one will
Shoulders
find
said
my
the barrow
corpse.
is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it. Why
Great.
are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass?
These
Haven't
are my
you better
dirt
things to do
pants.
with your time?
I enjoy nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital. Thanks for your time.
As
They're
you
putting
were.
leeches in his eyes.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now. I'll sit down and wait.
Maybe he died. We should go look for him. We should go to the church.
Where on earth is he? What a waste of time this is turning out to be.
And money.
Evening there, miss.
Not you again.
I just wanted to apologise for earlier. I
deserve that slap. I'm sorry for my behavior. The drink gets a hold of me sometimes.
Let's start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur Tillett.
Thomasina Bateman.
What brings you to Bewley, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Perhaps
No
you
one
know
asked.
the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder all right. If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
I don't think you need another one, to be entirely honest with you.
I really don't think you need another.
Please,
No, you're already drunk.
come on, just one more. Don't you want to hear about old Leonard Shoulder?
Well, yes.
Wet my whistle and I'll tell you everything there is to know.
You drive a hard bargain, Mr. Tillett. As you wish.
Thank
I
you
don't have
very
any
much, Miss
money.
Bateman.
God. Can you put it on his tab?
How can I help you?
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp.
There we are. 2 pence, please.
Literally
Thank
the
you.
last of my money.
This was the last of my money, but Kenneth will be here tomorrow with more funds.
If you waste my time, you're a bitch.
Please, Miss Bateman, an ale to wet me whistle. Then I'll tell you all about old Leonard.
Now just give him
Here
the
you
jug
are,
of water
Arthur.
instead.
Thanking you. Oh, that hits the spot, that does, lass. Now then. Old Len. Leonard Shoulder.
Yep. You're a bitch.
Arthur? Mr. Tillett? Oh, for heaven's sake. The man is in a drunken stupor.
Okay.
After one drink too many, Arthur Tillett has passed out. Mr. Tillett? He's not dead, just very drunk.
Man, I
would
wish
still
he
like
was
to
dead.
hear what he has to say about Mr. Shoulder.
I wouldn't. It's probably nothing worth hearing.
A lovely place to warm oneself. The crackling fireplace is more welcoming than the facial expressions of the locals.
Okay. Paintings. Wake up.
Oh, what the hell were that for?
You're a bitch.
Passed out, Mr. Tillett.
Oh, sorry, lass. Where were I? Leonard Shoulder. Hold on another minute. I'm making for a piss.
Jesus.
This man is unbelievable.
Can you get back here?
It feels like an hour has passed. Perhaps I should go in there and check on him.
Don't go into the bathroom with him. I'm gonna save.
Miss Bateman? My apologies. The ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing. You'll have to use the gents.
Lovely. Mr. Tillett? I can see it's still raining out there. The door opens a crack, but appears to be blocked from the other side.
Okay.
I think I can hear someone moving around. Mr. Tillett? Arthur, are you out there?
Great.
Judging from the draft coming from below, this door must lead outside. I should investigate further.
Yeah, we can go around the back.
Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
Oh, cute kitty. That's a
you're
cute
not Mr.
kitty.
Tillett. Mr. Tillett? Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
Okay, so there's nothing in there.
These look modern. I'm surprised.
Wash
The
basin.
water is brown, quite ghastly.
Gross.
There's no fresh water in there. It looks like the towel has not been washed in months. The mirror is coated in a thick layer of grime. The mangy thing is fast asleep.
I don't have any food for it. This is so sad. Going back outside. Oh, wait. My umbrella. I can't take it. Okay. Let's go around the back.
Excuse me, sir. A pearly white gent's glove. It's certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillett was wearing.
There was an official duel here.
Seems rather out of place here. Peculiar. I suspect the barrels are empty. Otherwise, the locals would be rolling them into their cellars. The post has been embellished with a fine bronze bust of a horse.
Let's see, is there anything else here? There's the window.
I can't reach the window from down here. A warm glow permeates from within, making me feel somewhat cold and damp.
So where does this go?
The window is well out of reach.
Okay. Follow that man.
Sir?
Oh, the lights
I
went
don't
out.
wish to go knocking door to door.
Why am I out here?
The old man has disappeared into the darkness. I'd best turn back to the inn.
Okay. Let's see. So I just lost my 2 pence and my water.
I'm not hungry at the moment.
He's not back. His drink is gone, though.
How can I help you?
There's a door to the outside in the gents' lavatories. Why is it bolted?
That door doesn't even have a lock.
So you didn't lock the door?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Have you seen Arthur Tillett?
I thought he were with you.
He went to the lavatory and has not returned.
That sounds like Arthur Tillett. Don't worry, lass. He'll be back.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Okay. There's nothing in here for me. Glove.
I'm not sure they would be interested. I'd rather not touch it. The thing stinks to high heaven.
Well, just because it doesn't have a home.
I would rather not get any close.
Handkerchief. Can I set this whole
Mr.
place on
Tillett has
fire?
vanished.
Okay.
The cobbler's is closed.
But there's a light.
I shouldn't wander too far. Mr. Scholl... blacksmith looks beating raw metal.
Like, clearly he went into the alley.
These flowers look pretty.
There was a glove here. Oh.
Someone has wedged the door shut. Mr. Tillett. Why would he have done that? Did
Okay.
Mr. Tillett leave, then block the door behind him? Something strange is going on here.
Yes. Everyone's gone.
Last orders.
Except that fucking really
I should
drunk
get
guy.
some sleep. Finding the missing men of Bewley shall have to wait for tomorrow.
I'm tired.
Yes, I must get some sleep. I shall track down Mr. Shoulder tomorrow.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
off to bed.
Yes. I'm afraid Mr. Shoulder's let me down.
The rotter. Perhaps he will make himself known tomorrow.
I should hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time.
Ah, don't mind the locals, miss. It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bewley.
I can't imagine
Quite.
why.
They mean well, believe me.
Sure, Mr. Kemp.
Please, call me Stanley.
Good night, Stanley.
Sleep well, Miss Bateman.
Okay. My room definitely looks a lot more ominous at night, and we've left the candle burning. Ooh, kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty. Come here, honey. I love him. Good kitty. The first day, Adventus. Okay. That cat wants my soul.
Such horrid dreams.
That cat definitely wants my soul.
Bolted from the inside, just as I left it last night. As I suspected, I must have dreamt of that wretched-looking cat.
He's cute.
I must say I'm relieved.
Don't make fun of him.
Right
You
then.
can't help the way he looks.
Let's see if I can track down the elusive Leonard Shoulder. I'm rather anxious to get to this barrow. I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillett.
He died or something.
The candle
Candlestick?
has melted. It's not much use anymore. Perhaps Mr. Kemp will replace it this evening.
I changed to
I've
my
hung
dress.
my dress inside. Aside.
Okay.
Good morning, Miss Bateman.
Good day, Stanley.
I'm gonna go check the
I
bathroom.
must say, last night has rather put me off using these toilets.
Well, where are you gonna go? Piss outside? I mean, I suppose we could.
Did you sleep well, Miss Bateman?
I dreamt about the cat.
Not really. I have the rather queer recollection of a cat entering my room last night.
A cat, you say?
Yes, an odd-looking grey one. I must have been dreaming, as I locked the door and windows before I went to sleep. I saw a similar cat in the lavatories while searching for Mr. Tillett.
Ah, Herbert. Oh, he's a harmless thing.
He's the demon.
He comes in now and then searching for scraps.
Indeed. Seeing him in the lavatories must have conjured up the strange dream.
The mind is capable of manifesting frightful things, Miss Bateman. I'm happy to report the rain of yesterday has lifted. It's a clear morning outside.
Aw, I like the
Crisp.
rain.
I've prepared a room for your assistant. What time will he be arriving today?
His train will get in around midday. Kenneth will also be bringing my excavation equipment.
Oh, aye. What does that entail?
Picks, shovels, buckets, lighting and such. He usually packs it in a large crate. Come to think of it, I'll need somewhere to store it.
You're welcome to use the alley behind the inn for any such bulky items.
Is that safe?
Is it safe to do such a thing?
I can assure you the local folk are not thieves, Miss Bateman.
That's not what I...
Now, say nothing more of it.
Thank you, Stanley.
I'll let you get on with your day.
I'll be back with my assistant when he arrives.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
I've something I wish to get off my chest, as it were.
Did you murder someone last night? What happened?
I've been tossing and turning all night, Miss Bateman. I feel rotten, I really do.
What on earth are you talking about?
As you know, I like to run an honest establishment. And well, I have not been honest with you, lass.
What'd you lie to me
I
about?
do know of Hobbs Barrow.
Oh yeah, tell me how cursed
You
it
do?
is.
I do.
Tell me.
Many here do.
Tell
There
me,
are
tell me.
stories tied to that place, you know. If I've learned anything in this life, it's that some stones are best left unturned. Old Leonard Shoulder is someone to be wary of too. I can't tell you what to do, lass, but you'd best avoid him.
Tell me more about the cursed dig site.
Why lie to me about Hobbs Barrow?
I know, lass, I know. I feel dreadful.
But why? What are these stories you speak of?
I really can't tell you more. If you insist on visiting that place, you'll have to seek out Mr. Shoulder. He brought you here. He should be the one to tell you.
I must say, Mr. Kemp, this is all quite puzzling. I've never let local superstitions stop me in the past. I pride myself on being a woman of logic and reason. I've no time to waste on such matters.
As I say, seek out Mr. Shoulder. He can tell you more.
Okay. Why do you tell me to stay away from Mr. Shoulder?
Why must I be wary of Mr. Shoulder?
The man has a certain reputation.
What is it?
For what?
You've seen it already. Were he here to meet you last night?
No.
Precisely. A man not to be trusted.
Okay. Where is Hobbs Barrow?
Where is Hobbs Barrow?
I don't know. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
I now find that hard to believe.
The moors are vast, lass. I'd tend not to go wandering out there. A grown man could lose himself and not be seen again.
Okay, and where does Mr. Shoulder live? It's time to go kick down a door.
Where does Mr. Shoulder live?
I can't say for sure. As I think I told you last night, he's a quiet man and keeps to himself.
Yeah, but aren't you all
He only
local?
comes in here to collect his post. Leads me to believe he lives a fair distance away. Certainly not in the village itself.
Might someone around Bewley be able to help me find him?
You could ask around. As I say, lass, Bewley folk mean well. Don't forget that.
I shall return later.
Good day to you, lass.
Okay. Okay. So we're not going to go out wandering into the moors without our equipment, so we're going to wait for our assistant. But maybe we should check out that church.
It seems I may be fighting a battle against some sort of local superstition. Is there a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it?
Probably not.
Hogwash. All of it.
I agree
I
with
have a
that.
few hours until Kenneth arrives. I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder.
Okay. So, we have a cursed barrow, you know, as per usual. And we have somebody who told us to come here and never fucking showed up. It was probably the older man that we were following. He probably just wanted us to follow him. He's probably a weirdo. Oh, I should save. Hello.
Hello. My name is Thomasina, and you are...
Now then, that's none of your concern, love.
Okay.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
I don't know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Weirdo. So we have nothing new here.
Sturdy looking barrels, no doubt used to store ale.
Okay. So we can probably use one of these barrels to get into
The
one of
village
the
square
windows.
is back this way.
Hello.
Good day.
Hello, miss.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Betty.
Nice to meet you, Betty. Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Our parents don't like us talking to strangers, miss.
So you know of it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Quite a fine building indeed.
Let's go knock. Hello.
I don't think anyone is home.
Okay. The
door
boarded
has
up
been
building.
boarded up. The building looks like a ruin.
I'm gonna have to break in there. Ooh. Hello?
I don't think anyone is home.
Okay.
Royal Mail, Postmaster's Residence. This must be the local post office.
Okay.
I can't take... The sign is in a shabby state.
The cobblers.
No one here.
Okay. A door there. There's the church.
Good day.
Yes?
My name is Thomasina.
George Crozier.
Hi,
Can I help ya?
George.
Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye. Old Leonard.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors.
Oh, good.
Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Okay. Tell me about Bewley.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days.
Uh-huh.
But there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace. Aye.
Market days.
When do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How
Oh,
delightful.
perfect.
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools. You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Probably
Thanks for your time.
we'll need
Aye.
to talk to him.
Speak
at
to
some
you
point.
later.
A fantastic specimen. Alas, it is not mine to take.
We should take it anyway.
I have one just like this.
We have a lantern? No, we don't. We have a glove.
Do you recognize this glove?
No. Should I?
Never mind.
Okay. It's time to ask everybody I've ever met about this glove.
Do you recognize this glove?
Sorry, I don't.
Excuse me, man who hates me?
Do you recognize this glove?
What are you showing me that for? Does it look like I'd wear something like that?
Oh, he's gone. I was gonna ask him about the glove, but I forgore. Wait, is the cat still in the
I must
bathroom?
say-
Ah, fine. Oh, we've already been here? Ooh, memorial plaques.
In memory of William Ager. In memory of George Paxton. In memory of Peter Black.
Are these like
in
special
memory
mentions?
Of Barnaby Tillett.
Wait.
In memory of Percival Roach. In memory of Mabel Hurst. In memory of Benjamin Garkham. In memory of Millicent Smith. In memory of Henry Crozier.
Are these all...
In memory...
No.
In memory of Barnaby Tillett.
What was the guy's name? Something Tillett. Take the trowel.
Excuse me, do you think anyone would mind if I borrowed this trowel?
You help yourself, dear. Father Roach won't mind lending it. Just be sure to put it back when you're finished.
Of course, thank you.
It is more blessed to give than to receive.
Take it. I have a trowel. Do you know about this glove?
Do you recognize this glove?
No, pet.
Never mind.
Don't call me pet. That's weird.
Unfortunately, I don't think the cakes are free. Hello?
Good day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
What kind of cakes do you have?
I have some lovely Bakewell puddings. The sweetest marriage of almond and jam. I can tell you're not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings.
Okay.
They are quite famous.
Alas, I'm not carrying any money with me.
That's unfortunate, pet. I'm sorry. I can't give them away for free. The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the church.
I understand.
Do
you know a local man called Leonard Shoulder?
Yes, I know Leonard. What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
Perfect.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Hobbs what?
Hobbs Barrow, a local burial mound.
The only place of burial I know about and care for is in this very churchyard.
Okay.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Mrs. de Plancy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
You don't have a first name?
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. de Plancy.
About me? What would you possibly want to know about me? I've been attending St. Edmund's Church my whole life. I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods, and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means so much to me.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Father Roach?
He is a lovely man and an exemplary servant of the Lord. He's been the vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
Uh-huh.
Where can I find Father Roach?
At this time of day, he'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
Be sure to listen out for his merry whistling. Such a jolly man.
Great.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Entrance there. There's another door. Another exit. Let's go this way. Children!
The water is icy cold.
Can I dip my handkerchief in it?
I'm not sure what that...
Okay, I guess not.
They aren't mine to take. Damp rag dolls have been laid out to dry in the dreary sun.
Hey! Stay away from that!
Why?
Don't touch it! It's bad luck to touch the Ammon's horn. I'm serious.
Fine.
Okay.
Remarkable. A gargantuan fossilized ammonite. This would look fantastic on my mantelpiece.
It would. But these fucking kids are here. Hi.
Good day, little one. What's your name?
Hello, miss. I'm Jane and this is my brother Wally.
Lovely to meet you. I'm Thomasina.
I'd introduce you to my dolls, but they're drying out at the moment.
Okay.
This is a lovely little beck.
It's where we get our water, miss. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you, miss. I love them very much. Today was their bath day.
Why is it bad luck to touch Ammon's horn?
Tell me more about the Ammon's horn.
Daddy said we should never touch it. It will make the god angry.
What god?
Ammon, of course.
She's a child.
How wonderful. I'll be sure not to touch it. I wouldn't want to anger the gods.
Sensible.
Do you know an old man called Leonard Shoulder?
No, miss.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Jane! No, miss.
Are you sure?
I swear.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Hello, Wally.
Yeah?
My name's Thomasina. Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
No.
Goodbye.
Okay. Weird little fucking children. Oh, there's a shrub. Pick the shrub.
The delicate flowers smell rather sweet.
Take some.
I can't see how that will help me.
Fine, don't take some. Okay, let's go this way. This just goes back to the train station. Ah. Get it all out, lad. Get it all out. Just throw up. It'll be better if you throw up. There you go, lad. There you go. Yeah, just walk on it.
I'm very sorry. Oh, the shame. This malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you need.
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
Got me. I beg you.
All I have is this trowel.
The trowel's blade is dull and rusted.
Okay.
I don't wish to look too close.
Get his glasses.
Ow,
The lens.
Perhaps I shouldn't risk soiling this glove.
Fine.
This handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I hope she will understand.
It's meant to be used.
This should work.
Time to bleed ya.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
Yes, it will cure me of my ills.
I shall do as you ask, Father.
Get him. Is it gonna get absorbed into the ground just like... No. Unfortunate. Well, we've stabbed a man.
Thank the Lord for my spare pair. God bless you. I already feel quite better.
I'm glad, Father.
The rapid healing properties of bloodletting cannot be overstated. I'm Frederick Roach, Vicar of St. Edmund's Church.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay. Tell me about you, bleeding man.
Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
I just ate a rotten berry, that's all. I like to pick blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite delicious, as long as you mind the bramble. My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
So you could have just stuck your arm in the bramble, is what you're telling me.
Are you from Bewley originally?
I was born in our very own St. Edmunds. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
My mother was sheltering there as a frightful tempest raged. And lo, did her waters break right there and then in that pew.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
Right. Tell me about your favorite church. And that critter.
St. Edmund's is a fine building.
Thank you for saying so. It's hard work keeping her in good shape, but our congregation is always willing to lend a hand in the Lord's name.
Okay. What's it like to be vicar here?
What is it like being the vicar here?
Every day is a blessing, my child. I have a great love
I'm
for
sure
our
it
parish,
is.
and the Lord looks after us.
Ammon, or whatever his name is?
What about your congregation?
Numbers have fallen over the years, I must say. But those that remain are faithful and full of his spirit.
Okay. What does that mean? Do you know Leonard?
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
I see. Well, let me welcome you to Bewley on his behalf.
Thank you, Father.
Thanks. Do you know where he lives?
Do you know where Mr. Shoulder lives?
Let me think. It's been many moons since I've paid him a visit.
Perhaps you could allow me to take a look at the parish register.
No need. I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
Could you please give me directions?
I'll take you there myself. It's the least I can do after you aided me so.
Capital. Thank you.
Just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here for the time being.
I don't think I want to go into the moors with this strange man. But, okay. I mean, he's already bleeding. What harm could he do?
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I can't say I've heard of it.
It's supposedly a famous local landmark.
I'm afraid I know nothing about it.
I'm sure you don't.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
It's a quiet town. The railway line, which I presume you arrived by, is the only news of note we've had here for years.
I've heard the new station has received a mixed reaction.
I've heard many a debate, it's true. But my role is not to adjudicate on that matter. I'm very busy in my own work, you see.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
I keep trying to use WASD to move.
I'm not going near it.
Fine. There's a hole. What's in the hole?
I have no desire to go.
I do, though.
I can't see how that...
Oh, excuse me. Glove?
Do you recognize this glove?
Fine stitching indeed. An item of some considerable taste.
Indeed.
But I'm afraid I don't recognize it. Why do you ask?
Never mind.
Why do you think I ask? If I tell you, hey, do you know who this glove belongs to?
This evening, gents. Well, I say. Greetings, my dear.
Ew.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait. Some nerve.
Lady, you're blushing.
I most certainly am not.
Hello.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
Says who?
Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find yourself under a falling tree.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Oh, aye? You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just visiting. What is your name, sir?
Horace.
Are you in charge here?
I am indeed.
Tell me, who was that arrogant man here just now?
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
These are his woods.
Aye, his lordship owns most of the land round Beoley.
Okay.
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors. Now please leave us to our work.
No.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No, I don't. Can you let me get back to my work now?
No.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Can't say I have.
Thanks for your time.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
Okay. Last question. Glove.
Is this yours?
No.
Great. Okay. Can't do anything with the hole yet. Alright, let's fucking go.
Thank you for your
Lord,
I'm gonna do a quick save and a full save. Let's
I'm ready to go
go
to Mr. Shoulder's house.
excellent. I feel the fresh air will do me well.
You're already
Follow
in
me.
the fresh air. What do you mean? I swear to God, if I have to memorize a route.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Mrs. Duplancy. Mrs. Duplancy, this is Thomasina Bateman, a visitor to our parish.
We've already had the pleasure of meeting, Father.
Excellent. Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to try one of Mrs. Duplancy's wonderful cakes.
Yes, I've heard about her famous Bakewell puddings.
I'll be here all day, young lady. But remember, once they're gone, they're gone. Those little whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. Duplancy.
He smiles upon us, Father.
Miss Bateman, if you'd like to follow me.
Right. My crow friend!
Let's talk of graves, of worms, and epitaphs. Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes, write sorrow on the bosom of the earth. Let's choose executors, and talk of wills.
What?
Shakespeare?
Quite. Which play?
Fuck if I know, dude. Is that Richard II?
Richard II.
Correct. You are well read, Miss Bateman. Studying the work of the bard is one of my favorite pastimes. Follow me.
But my crow friend. A memorial bench.
Behold, the vast expanse of God's creation.
Behold,
The
nothing.
moors extend as far as the mortal eye can see.
Soon that will be a city.
Beautiful, is it not?
Indeed, the moors are beautiful.
The beauty of God's creation is that it takes so many forms. How can
Right.
one take in such a view and not have faith? Some look at these moors and think this a godless land.
No, you
But I
have the
tell
guy
you,
that
he
gets
is
angry if you
found
touch
in
the
all
fossil.
domains. The Lord's work is all about us. Tell me, Miss Bateman, do you believe in God?
I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
He had an accident when I was very young.
Flashback.
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain.
Okay. Oh, Mom's also pregnant.
Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise. Understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. And don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Good. Now, let's see your father.
She
Mummy is
cried.
crying.
Yep.
Daddy is sleeping.
Why do you cry, Mother?
Mummy? Mummy? Daddy, wake up!
Good evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one. You must be Thomasina?
You must be the
Yes.
crypt keeper, Jesus
My
Christ.
name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all. But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst, ma'am. He will have a nurse by his side at all times, I can assure you.
That's unfortunate.
What sort of god would allow this fate to befall such a kind and honest man?
I'm sorry to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways, but he loves us all. Come along now.
Hello?
She ran.
Scampered off in a hurry? Who was that?
Some primitive folk make their home out on the moors. I suggest you keep your wits about you when you are exploring, and don't stray too far from Bewley.
I see.
Okay.
How much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Still quite a walk, I'm afraid, but we'll get to him soon enough. Now then, take a look at this. Legend has it that this cairn has stood here for over 1,000 years.
How remarkable.
The Devil's Toe.
I beg your pardon?
That's what it's called. The Devil's Toe.
Oh, I see.
Come now, onward.
Why is it called that?
We walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape. All the while, Father Roach was whistling away merrily. Just as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist. Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
Okay.
Here we are, Miss Bateman. Unless my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
Now, no need to thank me after your providential assistance today.
I sliced your arm
I
open.
have something to
Jesus.
ask you.
Yes?
Please don't tell Mrs. Duplancy about my little scene in the woods. She will only fret, and the poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
I shan't mention it.
Thank you. You'd better see if Mr. Shoulder is in.
A sweet little hen, plump and well groomed.
That's a rooster. Aren't all of these roosters? Don't only roosters have the little red bit? Or am I dumb? I thought only roosters had the little red skin shit.
That glove looks familiar. I wonder if it matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow.
It does.
The gloves are a pair. Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night?
Yeah, he was watching us
Why
like a
didn't
little
he
creep.
come inside to see me? Slightly damp.
I have a similar one myself. So very warm.
The trousers feel damp. Freshly hung or still wet from last night's rain. I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
I do, though.
A carved stone has been affixed to the door.
Pry
I think
it
it
off.
depicts a crescent moon. Father, what do you make of this?
A peculiar adornment. I've not seen any like this in Bewley. Though
You
it
have, though. Oh, shit,
It
sorry.
is the very era of the moon. She comes nearer Earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
Othello?
Precisely, Miss Bateman. Your knowledge of the bard is presently flawless.
I consider myself to be well read, Father Roach.
It's delightful to meet a fellow bookworm, I must say.
Okay. Take the pry it off the door.
A carved stone, I think it's bolted onto the door itself. I can't remove it.
But I will be able to later because it's interactable. Hello?
Mr. Shoulder?
Open this fucking door.
Is Thomasina Bateman here? I'm here in Bewley as discussed.
Maybe try
Jesus.
again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his age. No sign of life?
None. The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
Try again.
Mr. Shoulder, are you home?
Jesus Christ.
It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home.
He is somewhere walking around in the nude.
Perhaps you could try the handle?
It's locked.
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child. I myself must make my way back home. I have some matters to attend to at the church. Shall I accompany you back to Bewley?
You go ahead, Father.
No, you go ahead, Father. Thank you.
As you wish. Farewell, Miss Bateman. I hope Mr. Shoulder finds his way to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet
Oh my god,
sorrow.
another one.
Romeo and Juliet.
Correct. That I shall say good night till it be morrow. You've proven yourself to be an impeccable scholar of the bard, my child. Lord be with you.
Those were
Well, Mr.
guesses
Shoulder.
every time.
Brought me to Bewley, and now you're nowhere to be found.
Hen.
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
I can pick up the hen. Oh my god, this is the best game ever. I'm able to pick up the hen. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I can use the trowel to pry the carved stone off the door, maybe.
That is not coming off.
Shit.
This key doesn't fit here.
But it would be funny if it did. Okay, maybe I can find like a nice stone.
As I trudged back to Bewley across those cold moors, I made a new resolution. I would find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder.
That's a good plan. Okay.
The train! That must be Kenneth. I should go and meet him at the station.
And we'll also quick save. I want to check out the Devil's Toe.
What a peculiar name, the Devil's Toe. I can't quite see the resemblance myself.
Trowel?
I don't wish to dig it up.
Why not? We could take a sacred, blessed stone from the Devil's Toe. Bunny! There was a bunny. Okay.
Margaret's Lookout.
Who's Margaret?
I wonder who Margaret is, or was. This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave. Here lies Elizabeth Farnaby. Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow across the path to heaven. William Paxton. Modest and gentle of heart. Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister. John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence. Forever in light, Anne Kemp. Here lies...
Oh yeah, I already did that one. Okay, let's dig up this corpse.
I may be a barrow digger.
Fine. What's this way? Mushrooms! Pog?
No, that... I better not touch them. I'm not sure if these are...
There's more houses out that way.
The moors stretch into the distance. I don't wish to wander aimlessly.
But look at all the properties. Fine. We'll be boring. I don't have time for your pastry right... Or rather, I don't have money for your pastries right now.
Where is Kenneth?
Oh, this fucking guy.
He was supposed to wait for me at the station. Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Oh, Miss Bateman. I were blind drunk last night and woke up with a stinking headache.
You still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett. I searched everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink. Then it's all a blur. I woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
Okay.
About last night. What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
Who?
Leonard Shoulder. You told me you knew him. And promised to tell me more if I bought you a drink. Which I did. So what were you going to tell me?
Oh, I don't really know the old bugger.
But you said you did.
Oh, aye. No, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
Okay. I don't believe you.
You're hiding something, Mr. Tillett. I don't believe you.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me. I probably just wanted you to buy me an ale.
A likely story.
Look, what would I gain from lying to you? I just wanted another drink.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
I don't remember out.
Fine.
So, you work here?
Aye. Bewley's station master at your service. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Not just yet, thank you. I understand that some of the locals are not too happy about this new station.
Aye. I'd go as far as saying the whole village.
How long has the station been open for?
About 3 months. We're on the Midland Railway line. This employment's been a saviour for me. If I weren't stood here, I'd be drinking my life away at the pub right now.
You'd be
It's
drinking
worth
your
the
life away at the
occasional
railway
withering
station
look
also.
from
It's
Cyril and
abandoned.
the rest of 'em.
Not abandoned, but it doesn't fucking... no one comes here. You could just be pissed and no one would know.
What does a station master do?
A bit of this and a bit of that.
Oh, good
I
answer.
don't wish to bore you with such things.
As you wish.
My responsibilities here keep me on the straight and narrow, I'll tell you that much. A sense of duty can do wonders for a lost soul.
Indeed. This must be a rather lonesome post to occupy.
Trains pass through here more regularly than you might think, lass.
Okay.
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye.
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last train, Miss Bateman.
Impossible. Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Aye, it were. Mr. Price were here, unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul. Hold on. One of them crates had your name on it, Miss Bateman. A great big one it were, with...
A red ribbon.
Aye.
What is Kenneth playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses.
He's dead.
Where is my crate now?
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
Okay.
Where can I find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
Thank you. What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Oh, you've heard of his lordship, then?
Yes. Do you know him?
Aye. He comes into the village from time to time, gives sweets to the children, hires young men to work his land. He's well-liked around here.
I sense some hesitation, Mr. Tillett.
Well, we kind of have an unspoken agreement with his lordship. He looks after us, provided we leave him alone.
I don't follow.
He likes his privacy.
Some people do.
No one is allowed to visit him.
Do you mean to say that he's a bit eccentric?
No. I've heard people got fired at when approaching his manor uninvited.
Good grief. But is this true?
Well, I won't be the one to find out.
Okay.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow.
It's why Leonard Shoulder invited me to Bewley. He thought I might like to excavate it.
Oh, aye. I heard about a Hobbs Barrow somewhere out there. There's some old stories around it.
Tell me.
What stories?
Tell me. Tell me how cursed
I
it
can't
is.
remember.
Jesus
Mr.
Christ.
Tillett, please. This is important.
I'm awfully sorry, Miss Bateman.
No, you're not.
I'll try to remember. If he invited you here, then I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you all about it.
That's if I ever get to meet him.
I'm sure you will.
Okay.
Farewell
Goodbye.
for now.
Ta-ra!
Anything new that I can pick up? No, except the sign. I wish I could take the sign. That's the cat. I love that cat. Hey, Cyril! It's our boy.
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
I found Mr. Shoulder's house today, but he wasn't home.
Why the bleeding hell should I care, lass?
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow. Do you know where it is?
Mind your own business, lass.
No, fuck you.
You really are quite helpful, aren't you?
Bah.
I'm gonna pry.
What are you up to, Cyril?
Keeping an eye on that bleeding railway station. That's what. Thankfully, no one got off the last train.
really hate that station, don't you?
Oh, I curse Midland Railway for bringing their damn line through Bewley. This is our town, our land. 'Tis no place for outsiders.
So you keep saying.
Anyway, no more trains today. Almost time to celebrate with an ale, I think.
I could do with one myself.
You paying?
No. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, lass.
Okay. Hello?
That must be the postmaster's storeroom. Hello?
Good day. I haven't seen you in Bewley before.
Hi, Slice.
I'm just visiting.
Lovely. It's nice to see a new face. We don't get many visitors. My name's Henry. Henry Long.
Nice to meet you, Henry. Thomasina Bateman.
Wonderful. What a treat.
You seem in a good mood, Mr. Long.
It's just lovely to see a new face. Where are you from, Miss Bateman?
He's fine.
Originally, a small town on the outskirts of Derby, Mr. Long. Though I currently reside in London.
London? I've never met anyone from London. How very exciting. Have you lived there a long time?
It's been quite a few years now, yes.
I've heard that the air there is so heavy with smoke, it makes it hard to breathe. Is that true?
Some days.
Oh, you must miss the fresh northern air. Well, you've got that in Bewley. No factories out here. Such things are a blight on his creation. I
Oh.
were born in this very home I stand in front of. Bewley is in my blood.
Okay.
Why would I ever want to leave? Especially now I can meet new folk thanks to the railway line.
I'm looking for Mr. Price, the postmaster.
Oh, Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour. I'm afraid you've just missed him.
Curses.
I saw him wheeling a large crate into his storeroom just there.
It must be mine. I really need it.
Have a look through the window to see if it's yours.
Where did Mr. Price go?
I don't know. The man were in a hurry. I know he has family in Bakewell.
That's miles away. Did he leave by foot?
No, by horse.
Fuck.
He must be a few miles down the road by now.
Curses.
Do you know when he'll be back?
When will Mr. Price be back?
He didn't say. Could be tonight, could be a few days.
How infuriating.
I told him I'd keep watch of his storeroom, and I'm a man of my word, Miss Bateman. I shall not budge from this spot.
Jesus Christ, you really are just gonna stand there, huh?
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, funny old fellow. I hear he lives way out on the moors somewhere.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not for a long while now that you mention it. Why do you ask?
It's a long story, but I was to meet him in Bewley. He invited me here.
Well, I must thank him when I see him for inviting such an enchanting young woman.
You flatter me, Mr. Long.
This guy's at least nice. For now. I'm waiting for the locals to turn or something. Well, we know that the cat is the demon. We're aware that the cat is the demon. But, you know, the locals are still a little fucky, I think.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
One of those old burial hills.
Yes. Do you know where it is?
Believe it or not, I haven't set foot on the moor since I were a child.
Why?
Why is that?
I've got all I need right here in Bewley.
Jesus Christ.
And we're all truly blessed with the railway station, which brings us lovely new faces.
You're making me feel like a sacrificial lamb now.
Your opinion of the railway station differs widely from your fellow townsfolk, Mr. Long. I've not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start.
Of course,
of a
the cat is
new
the demon.
era
It's a
for
cat.
Bewley.
Slice,
Mark my
you
words.
missed
There's much
the
to protect
best
here, but we
cinematic with
need
that
new
cat.
blood.
You
I
missed
hope that
him,
some of
like,
you visitors
coming
will
into our
actually
room in
stay
the
here
middle of the
permanently.
night
Why is
and
that?
jumping up onto
So
our
I
bed
have
and
new
staring at
friends
us
to talk to.
creepily after we
Some
bolted
people
the
here don't
doors
want
and
any
the
new
windows
friends.
from the
Cyril
inside.
Farnaby, the miserable old sod, is the worst offender.
Let's talk about Cyril.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Cyril. He really dislikes the railway station.
I hope we get another cat
Absolutely
cinematic at night.
miserable
And I
he
hope they
is.
get, like,
I've
weirder
tried
and
to
weirder.
convince him many times that the station will help Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye, the scene of our many debates. Blimey, I could go for an ale right now, actually.
Too bad that you're standing guard for the next foreseeable future.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
No. Wait. Do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open a tab?
Perhaps. You could always ask him. I shouldn't leave anyway. Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of his storeroom.
Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
Is that my fucking crate? Yes, it is.
There's my crate. Kenneth always ties a red ribbon to it. I can see an envelope tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence. I'm going to have to get in there.
Excuse me. Excuse
There's
me.
nothing else I wish to
Well, I need to buy him a drink so that he leaves and I can break into the storeroom.
The postmaster isn't home.
But my crate is in there.
You'll have to wait for Mr. Price to get back.
Fuck you. Okay. I need to make some money. Excuse me. Can I open up a tab?
I'm sorry to ask this, Mr. Kemp, but could I please open a tab?
Still not in your purse?
I'm afraid not. My assistant hasn't arrived as planned, so I find myself in a bind. He must have put the money in my crate, which is currently being held in Mr. Price's storeroom.
Well, as you know, I run an honest establishment here, and I do trust you. So yes, I'll open an account for you, to be settled at the end of your stay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Now then, I'll be needing something of value as a deposit.
I thought you said you trusted me.
Aye, it's not personal, lass. One can never be too cautious.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Something valuable.
I probably shouldn't.
Fine. I don't have anything valuable right now.
I must say.
Can I give him his own plate? I can't look under the bed. Can I pry open the drawer with the trowel?
The drawers don't open. I can't store anything in them.
Fine. Fine. Can I pickpocket this man?
Good day, sir.
Fine. I need something valuable to open up a tab. Maybe I can dig something up with the trowel.
I'm not sure. I'd rather not.
But the cat might be in there. There's Wally.
Good day.
Do
you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
No.
Are you sure you don't know anything about Hobbs Barrow? I would very much like to find it.
No.
Goodbye.
I really, really wish I knew how to set up the quote system, but I am a simple man and don't understand the basics of creating commands. I'm so sorry. I know you've been trying to add quotes for like literally a year now, but I am still too dumb to figure that out. Knock, knock.
Nobody home.
Fine.
The road disappears over the horizon.
Okay, so I can't go without a guide. But if the kids aren't at the river anymore, Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I just don't have any money. God, you're still here. Wait, but your brother's not
Wally
here.
took Myrtle.
Pardon?
He took her and ran off. I hate him.
Is Myrtle one of your dolls?
Yes, my favourite. Mummy made her for me. She's so beautiful. Wally is the worst brother in the whole world.
Aww.
Have you heard of a...
I have, yes.
You
Okay.
have?
We aren't supposed to talk about it.
Why not?
Would you like to go there?
Yes,
Yeah?
I would very much like to.
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle for me.
You will?
Yes. But don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
I promise.
Please find Myrtle first. I miss her.
I will. Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Okay. Let's go find the fucking doll. What's my to-do list look like? Find Jane's ragdoll. Open the tab. Mr. Shoulder and Hobbs Barrow. Map. Look at this fucking close-up. What are these spider lashes? I need something valuable. The carved stone is valuable.
The trials are fresh.
Okay.
I've come. Please open the door.
He's a bitch. I'm glad I can quick travel. This is nice. Nope, not the alley. Hey, child.
Good day. Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
That does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin. You don't know what she can be like. Besides, Myrtle is gone now. I've given her to the fair folk. That'll teach her.
Fuck.
Who are the fair folk?
The little people of the moors. I gave Myrtle to them.
Little people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's two, and I gave him a doll.
Where can I find these fair folk?
Follow the tinkle of their tiny bells. I hear them when the wind dies. They dance around their little house.
But where is this little house?
Just listen for the bells, you'll find it. Don't think about bringing that doll back. That'll just bring bad luck for all of us.
Fine.
Goodbye. The road disappears.
Okay, so I can't do that here. Not at the Devil's Toe. Where was the mushroom circle? I don't remember how to get to the mushroom circle. They're still here.
I've no desire.
Shit.
It's locked.
Can I go into the church? I can.
Goodness me, look at these box pews. I've never seen any as tall as that before. Most unusual architecture, even for the Normans.
Okay. Take it.
Someone has left a necklace hanging here. A silver cross. Sterling by the look of it.
That's mine.
Maybe I can reunite it with its owner. The flowers have long since dried out. I don't want them.
But there's nice.
A memorial list of former vicars. They stretch back several hundred years.
Okay.
Locked. Locked as well. I think they all might be.
So they don't want anyone going in.
I've no time for such things. Stained glass depictions of various biblical scenes. It's not my specialist area. This must be where the local vicar sacrifices the newborns.
Uh-huh. Good joke, good joke.
I can admire the craftsmanship from afar. Extraordinary craftsmanship.
Okay, that seems to be everything.
Hello. Good day.
Thank you for...
Lord.
Let's see. Is this where the mushroom was? Yes.
The moors... I'd better not touch them. It looks like something has been buried in the middle.
There's the doll. Oh, fuck.
Thomasina, please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame.
Okay.
Hello, fairies. Hello.
She's naked.
There you are, Josephine. I won't let the foxes eat you.
Papa.
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Josephine. She introduced me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course.
I do.
Do you see those mushrooms over there?
Yes.
That's a gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition. Please always
The poison of
If
enthusiasm.
you hear anything about
Jesus
fairies
Christ.
or the like again, know that it's hogwash. What is it?
Jesus Christ. Thanks, Dad.
Hogwash. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
We're about to get fucked up. Oh.
This must be Jane's ragdoll. You're coming with me, little fellow. I shall name you Kenneth.
We have a worm.
I've already taken one. Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of.
We have a worm.
How strange. There is a hairpin pierced through the arm. This may come in handy. I'll keep it.
Okay, perfect.
At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed.
Okay.
I can't see how that would...
Okay, I won't wash it first, I guess.
I present to you Myrtle.
Myrtle! I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Let's go, little ring girl. Show me the way.
Come back!
God damn it. She's gonna be in the...
It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children.
She's gonna be in the hole, isn't she? God. Okay.
I can't pry the fossil from the rock with my bare hands.
Well, use the trowel.
The trowel is too blunt to chip away at the rock.
Okay. Use the hairpin.
The hairpin isn't strong enough to remove the fossil.
Reminds me of the start of Fable. I've never played Fable. I really should, though. I don't have anything
They
else.
aren't mine to take.
I don't need any flowers right now.
Hey!
You have to find a bear in Fable? Yeah, she's in the hole.
Jane? Jane, get out of there. Don't make me come in. Fine. Curses. The hole is too small for me to fit through.
Jane, I'm gonna fuck you up with this trowel.
I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand, uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod. That should do it.
I'm coming in. I'm coming.
Jane! Jane, come out this instant. I can't see a damned thing in here. I need a light source. Jane?
Okay. You have a light source?
Thanks.
We'll be done.
I'm gonna need like a candle or something. Oh no, I have it in my crate. Need to open a tab. Hairpin?
I probably shouldn't. Will you accept this silver cross pendant as a deposit?
Can I take a closer look at it? Aye, silver. That'll do.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Can I get you something to drink?
Nope.
Not right now, Mr. Kemp.
As you were.
Okay. Time to get that man a drink and break in. About
Hello?
that drink.
Good day.
Can I buy you a...
Really?
Really?
But I told Mr. Price.
Doors have locks for this very reason.
You're right. One drink won't take long. I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
The rocket weren't Stevenson's only design, you know. Before that, there were the Blucher and the Locomotion. But my favourite would have to be the Lancashire Witch. I believe he built that in 1828. In Newcastle, of course. Well, that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
I couldn't even get a word in.
He likes a good chinwag, our Henry.
He certainly does. Hello?
Good day.
Can I buy you
I suppose one more ale won't. I shall take you up on...
Let us make our way.
I'm gonna get him blasted.
The rear wheels are powered by coupling rods. Would you believe? The boiler had 2 flue tubes. 2! There were nothing like it.
Wow.
Well, that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
Curses. I'm starting to feel somewhat tipsy. I'm here to excavate Hobbs' Barrow, not Hobbs' barrels.
Okay. Here's the thing. Is I need him to be blasted. Hey.
Hello?
Good day.
Can I buy you another...
I suppose one more. I shall take you...
Let us make our...
I have a feeling this is what I'm supposed to do, but might not be.
Bewley is the latest of many additions to the Midland Railway line.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of change, I hear the whole frontage of Derby Station is being rebuilt. Designed by an architect by the name of Tubshaw, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Well, that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
God damn it.
Mr. Long can really put away a drink. Thank goodness I've switched to water.
Good. How many more times?
Hello?
Good day.
Can I buy you
I suppose one... I shall...
Let us...
Watch this not be what I'm supposed to do at all.
It really is great to have someone new to talk to. I've so many more stories to share. Well, that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
Mr. Long can really put away a drink. Thank goodness I've switched to water.
Okay. Hey.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
I'm gonna save my game. Can I convince you to fuck up Henry?
Can I
First of
please
all-
have a new candle for my room?
I'll go upstairs and replace it this evening.
Can I have one now?
It's not dark yet, Miss Bateman.
Never mind.
Okay.
Henry Long can talk, can't he?
He's a colourful character. The man drinks like a fish.
He certainly does.
I've seen him drink this place dry and still be up to tend his garden at sunrise. The man can truly hold his ale.
Okay. So I'm gonna need
Goodbye.
to
See you
drug him or something. Shit.
I don't think anyone is home.
Uh-huh.
A small plaque beside the door reads Vicarage.
Okay.
I can't remove the plaque.
Hey, Betty.
Good day.
Hello, miss.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go.
The bucket is rough. I have one just...
Can I
Good
borrow
day.
your lantern?
Yes?
Mr. Crozier, might I borrow your lantern?
Sorry, lass. I need it. My eyesight is not what it used to be. The extra light helps me see what I'm hammering.
I understand.
That's unfortunate.
I noticed your spectacular fossil specimen.
Oh, I collect them. This one is called an...
Ammonite.
I'm impressed, lass.
From the Jurassic period, I'd venture.
Do you collect them too, then?
My true interests lie in comparatively modern history.
Oh, aye. Well, I do love a fossil. It's important to remember that we all end up in the soil eventually.
Quite.
Okay.
Thanks for your...
Aye. Speak to you later.
Can I have the broom?
I didn't come to Bewley.
Fine.
This must belong to someone.
Fine. What can I interact with? I mean, I can pick the lock and get my crate, but I need to get him away from the door, and he can drink for ages. So that's not particularly helpful.
Hello? Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
There's nothing in the alley. I don't need anything from Wally. I need a light source. Shit. Where have I seen a light source? Besides the one from the blacksmith. Maybe if I get the fossil for him, he'll let me borrow the lantern? But how do I pry that fossil out? I'm gonna need something else. Can I put the worm on the grave?
No, that's not it. No, that... I can't pick this type of lock with a hairpin. That would be rather cruel.
Have you tried blasting it with dynamite? We're worried about the worm's feelings. That's what we're worried about. Okay. Okay.
I've no
Where have I seen a light source? Not inside the church. Do you have a light source? No. Come back.
Farewell.
Ta-ra.
Do you have a light source?
Good day to you, Cyril.
How do, lass?
What do you make of Henry Long?
An idiot who thinks that station's a good idea.
Oh,
Can you
if
imagine?
I
Strangers
put him
pouring
into
Bewley.
the
Turns
pub
the
and I get
stomach,
Henry
that does.
there, they
Maybe
might
he
have
has
a
a point.
debate.
You could travel.
Bah, you're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad opinion. But Henry, he's a Bewley lad. We've had the odd Barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine. Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now?
Yes.
Go on then, lass.
Follow me.
Get them two together.
So then he turns around and says, "Why is a dog like a tree?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark once they're dead."
Very droll, Cyril. Well, it's been
Good
a
one.
pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider.
Okay. And now I get him over here. And they're gonna start bickering. Hopefully. Hey, want another
Hello.
drink?
Can I buy you?
I shall.
Let us.
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would
Here we
never
go.
have met. Blessed be the Midland Railway.
Excuse me?
That station is the worst decision this village has ever made!
Cyril Farnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas.
Yes.
I will change your mind even if it kills me.
Beautiful. Let's get the fuck out of here. I have a crate to get.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open.
That's a good click. Perfect. You've snapped the fucking
Let's
thing.
open this envelope. There's a note inside.
Miss Bateman, I beg for your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London, and I cannot join you in Bewley. I've packed your usual equipment, and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch.
How very frustrating. I wonder what happened. I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back. Moving a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task.
But I did it?
Somehow, no one was there to witness it. But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother? I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me.
Okay.
Wait. Where is my money? It's not in here. Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man. It looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that.
Nice.
My lantern.
Nice.
It feels light. There mustn't be any oil inside. I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here. No money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient. Still, I've been in worse situations.
So my assistant's a fucking dumbass, is what I'm
about
hearing.
money later. I must find that Barrow and get on with the excavation.
God damn it, Kenneth. We do have a chisel, which means might be able to get this out.
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece.
Beautiful. I need oil for my lantern. Where can I get that? Ooh, wait. Now, can I pry this off?
That is not coming off.
God damn it. There's no oil here. Trying to chisel everything I can. Let's see.
No.
Okay. I need oil. Where have I seen oil before? Maybe the blacksmith will have some. If I give him the fossil. Excuse me, do you have oil for a lantern?
Good day.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
The fossil.
Surprise me.
What can I... Thanks for
Okay. You want this?
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside.
It looks familiar. It's cursed. I'm gonna bring down the fucking demon's wrath. The demonic wrath.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Wonderful. Paraffin.
My
Okay.
lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Let's go. No, not the devil's toe. Fuck. Come here, Myrtle. Or sorry, Jane. Myrtle
Right.
is... Myrtle's the doll. Hello, Jane.
Jane, come out at once.
I'm just gonna save my game. That's a skunk.
Goodness me.
Jane!
Silly. What are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
Sorry, it's a badger, not a skunk.
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you. And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Goodbye, little ring girl. She's gonna lose her shit when she sees the fossil is gone. Burb.
This is where I dug up. This is where I...
Hey, bud. Having a good meal?
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far. The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Oh.
I've no desire to wander the furrows.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye. What do you want, lass?
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why do you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard, he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Last time?
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. Me brother dug it up. Must have been, 25 years ago. You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Maybe I'll
Goodness
find
me,
it.
How?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The landers reclaimed it.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards.
I wouldn't be
lived in Bakewell
surprised.
at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see. What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock. Even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden.
Why haven't you seen Leonard?
You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time?
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow?
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I
why
assumed
was
he'd
he in the
spoken to you about
alley?
my visit.
Not at all.
Okay.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass?
I have
Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot.
I'm
No
a thrill
digging
seeker.
here, lass.
Let me in.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
I do.
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
Thanks for your...
Ta-ra.
Here you go.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Leonard making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this. But yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
So where
I
can
love
we
a good
find
queer
it?
feeling.
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it.
Okay. Bucket.
This is not mine to...
Oh, hi, honey.
Wild-looking thing.
Hello.
Easy, girl. I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
She's lovely. I will hear no goat slander. Okay. Let's go. To adventure. And holes in the ground.
I probably should have brought my umbrella.
Yeah. AR.
AR. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to.
His name was Samuel, so that's not...
Finally, here it is. Hobbs Barrow.
It looks pleasant.
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form.
Yeah, it's a
I've
fucking
not seen
crypt
something like
with a
this
demon
since
in it.
West Kennet Longbarrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
They put a worm
I'm
on
not
it.
sure. That smell. Earthy and sweet.
Beautiful. Let me in.
3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come. Are you ready for your first excavation?
Yes.
Yes, Daddy.
I'm so ready.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you.
Just
I have a
dig with your
feeling you
hands
might
as
find
fast as
something
possible.
Special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good
Okay.
luck.
Okay.
Thank you, Daddy.
I dig.
Thomasina, a true archaeologist, uses the tools of her trade.
God. Fine.
Now I'm ready. Nothing here.
Okay. This one. Daddy fucked up the flower beds for this exercise. Gotta do it right.
No treasures here.
One more.
Treasure! Daddy, I found the treasure! Look!
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious.
That's why I
Take
buried
good
it in
care
the
of
garden.
All right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
Drops it immediately, tripping, walking up the stairs. Smashes it to pieces. Okay.
In good time.
God damn it. Okay. Return to the inn. It's time to head back for the evening. Okay. Wait. I'll dig that up if I can later. The little stone with the initials on it. Do you think that's maybe where the hand is? Buried in
Darkness falls
hand.
quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
Excuse me, can I stay over? It's getting late and I'm scared. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Crozier.
Evening. Thanks again for the fossil, lass. 'Tis truly a beauty.
You're most welcome. How long have you been collecting fossils?
I like the
Ever since I
blacksmith
were
a
boy.
lot.
The moors
He's
look
a nice
barren
guy.
place, but there are plenty of fossils to be found in the rock formations. All manner of creatures to uncover.
Such a playground for a young lad. What's your favourite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today. The most recent is always the best.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you collect out?
I do. You see, I'm writing a book on the Barrows of England. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England. I document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Pottery, tools and such.
Bones too, no doubt.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not
Well,
dissimilar
why
in that we
not?
both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there. How's your book coming along then?
Very well, thank you. Though I'm rather keen to begin my chapter on Hobbs Barrow.
Tell me about Lord Dickface.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
His lordship commands much respect around here, lass. Keeps me busy with work. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Just some men.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming. I am gonna knock his bloody block off.
Can you do it in a public area?
In fact, I can think of a better punishment. Oi, what do you want, lady? Piss off.
You heard the man.
Charming.
Okay. Oh, you're playing the knife game.
Good evening, sir.
I love the knife game.
I'll leave you to it.
Don't stab me. Playing the knife game. Herbert, would you like
I don't
a
wish to
worm?
wake him up. It's Herbert, the local stray. I don't wish to wake him up.
Fine. I love Herbert. I don't want to talk to Cyril.
I must say, last...
I'm going to bed.
Time for bed.
It's bed.
Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
I'm sure we will. I hope we
Miss
get another
Bateman.
fun... Oh?
How are you?
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
One won't hurt.
One won't hurt.
Excellent. I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
But worth trying?
I don't need any further convincing.
Take your seat, Miss Bateman. I shall return with the goods.
Okay. Only a little weird. Only a little weird.
To Leonard Shoulder.
Wherever he may be. I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally.
Despite the questionable first introductions.
I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
A real life book, as opposed to all those fake books out there.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognised from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
It is. Do you want to come
Are
help?
you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with Agnes.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, I'm
that's
sorry.
terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was naught but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind.
Would you like to go see some new bones?
She were everything to me.
You want to
I'm
come
so
help
sorry.
dig?
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I, ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at her favourite lookout spot on the moors. Margaret's Lookout, we called it. Aye.
Oh, that's the bench.
It's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett. I can relate in some manner. My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur. Now then, enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
I really shouldn't. But I did. And another after that. And another. The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I. I treasure the memory.
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Sing the song.
You're incorrigible.
Please. You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then. Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch. And if a shield I should espy, I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull!
That's cute. Cat time? In my dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. I can't interact with the stone. Oh! Hello. What are you, a goblin? What the fuck are you?
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this? Who are you?
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
You were here 25 years ago.
My father?
You were deep down with the others. You were there when something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning. Now go.
Okay, little goblin man.
One more thing. This is not a dream.
Expiscore. The second day. No cat this time.
Goodness, that was a terrible sleep.
Okay. No more candle. Oh, wait, a book?
What's this?
Someone left me a present.
There's a strange stone strapped to the cover.
A present just for me? Oh, it's nice. Day 1. Arrived after a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Locals seem distant. I'm to meet my local contact tomorrow, so it will be an early night for me. I shall try to keep a diary of my stay here and not give up by day 3 of the excavation as usual. Despite the thrill of possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife and wonder if I should have left her in her current state. I must have faith that she will conquer this bout of illness. Day 4. True to form, my journal has been abandoned. Let that not speak for the excitement I feel for this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with a unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them head first. We are prepared. I also sought out a local wise woman yesterday, and she provided me with a tincture for my beloved's nausea gravidarum. I am sure she shall be pleased with it upon my return. Lo, a place of miracles. A planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. P rho theta epsilon 11. We found the code that was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the 7th archontic. When the sun and the 2 moons meet, the guardians shall be defeated. It's like a crescent moon with 2 snakes going at it. A dead language reveals the path. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. I heard a whisper. Not once, again and again. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit.
It appears to be a journal, full of hogwash. I don't recognize the handwriting. Maybe Stanley knows more about it.
It was a present. From the cat.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman? That was quite the tune you treated us to last night.
To be honest, Stanley, I felt better. I take it you slid this journal under my door?
I beg your pardon?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
The cat gave it to me.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there.
Do you know anything about the stone?
What do you make of this stone?
That's a funny looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
It do.
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
I see the
Hey,
knife in the
I
table
sleep
from the
as
guy
sound as a
playing with
baby.
it. I
had
want that
one
knife.
such dream last night. It was so vivid.
What were it about?
I was at Hobbs Barrow,
Oh?
but everything was different. Great peaks soared in the distance. And there was a creature.
A creature, you say?
A creature?
Yes, a short, robed fellow, eyes as black as pitch. It told me that my father had been there in Hobbs Barrow many years ago, but something went wrong, and the creature helped him escape. It said that I would find proof in the morning.
Oh, the journal. You've had a premonition, lass.
Please, Stanley, I've no time for that nonsense. But I'll admit it's a strange coincidence.
Now, what did I tell you about Hobbs Barrow?
That I should leave
It's
it alone.
fucking cursed. Let's
Hogwash.
go.
Your dream reminds me of a story from my childhood. An old folk tale about Hobbs Barrow.
Tell me about the folk tale.
What is this folk tale you mention?
Well, when I were a wee boy, there were talk of a goblin. They
It
said
was a
he
goblin.
lived inside
I was
Hobbs
right.
Barrow. Hence the name, Hobbs Barrow. Hob, coming from hobgoblin, of course. Unfortunately, I don't remember anything else about it.
I was told not to believe in such fairy tales, Stanley.
Don't close your mind to such things, lass. I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you more.
Perhaps, if I ever meet him. Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
It's a bunch of shit. It's like a bunch of shit. Listen. This is it's kind of fucked up in there.
Take a look.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Yeah,
Neither
it's
can
kind of
I.
weird.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed, I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear. His lordship won't be pleased.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
Unfortunate. Give me the knife.
Goodness me, I can't budge it.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Okay.
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur.
We
It's all
do.
yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
Well, I have a chisel.
I do not wish to damage Miss...
Fine. I have a trowel.
I do not wish...
I have a glove.
I'm not sure...
I have...
No, that won't... I can't see how that...
Fuck. Alright,
I
well.
don't need to...
Fine. I'll be back for that knife. Oh, it's nice and
I need
foggy.
to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs Barrow and find out where this journal came from. Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket. Poor thing is dead now. Rest in peace, Kenneth. I've just noticed this matchbox is completely damp from the rain. The match is no use to me anymore.
Okay. So I've entirely fucked up whatever I was supposed to do with the worm. I can probably get another worm, though. Hi.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Um, nothing to do here. Hi.
Good morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed.
Nope. Nope. So, I have some occult shit for you.
Do you recognize this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
Okay, do you know anything about this?
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
But you do recognize the symbol
never
from
mind.
other iconography, is what you're saying to me.
Thanks for your...
Lord be...
Because that wasn't a lie.
The horseshoe is... No, that... That's a pic...
He's probably going to be pissed off if I take it anyway. Is the fresh grave there? Hey, Wally.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! You gave the door back to my sister.
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away!
Okay, well, I'm going to need to look in that hole.
I shall name you Kenneth II.
Wonderful. I have 3 more worms.
Hello?
It's
Is anyone
convincing
home?
time. Hello?
Mr. Bryden doesn't seem to be here right now. I should come back a bit later.
No. I should. First of all, pet the goat. Okay. Say hi to the goat at least. And then... I'm not going to be allowed to dig. Fuck. Can I dig you up?
It's the barrow itself that I'm...
Okay, fine. But I don't understand why I can do a close-up here, but I can't interact with it at all.
In good time.
Fine.
I'm not sure...
I just need... Beaulieu Station is closed for the time being due to track damage between Beaulieu and Bakewell. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. Midland Railway. There's damage. Okay. I need to find something that'll help me get that knife out of the table. It's just doors here. There's nothing... Oh, hello.
Thomasina!
Good morning, Arthur.
You look a bit addled. Are you feeling all right?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye, my head is pounding.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
Okay.
I wonder who...
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please, go ahead.
It's a little insane. Like a little bit. Just a touch, though.
The writings of a madman.
Yep. I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Who?
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
Is she the barefoot
witch?
lady that I saw
Aye.
running away?
She might be able to help you with the symbols.
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks,
Okay.
Arthur.
You're welcome.
What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
I see the railway station is closed. What happened?
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
For the time being, Thomasina.
Capital. Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Okay. Wonderful. Oh, he's painting.
Hello, dear.
Good day.
Hmm.
I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
I assume James Panswick.
What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Not yet. It's not finished. Such a world is not complete without you in it.
Ew.
You've flattered me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
Certainly not.
My Helen of Troy doth protest. Don't fret, my dear. When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
If you say so, James.
Hmm.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you soon, my dear.
Weirdo. I don't need anything from the shrub right now. Another flashback. I love sitting in that spot.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
Where is he
I
going?
don't want to.
Aren't you going to miss me?
I hate you, Daddy.
Those are strong words for such a little lady.
I want to come with you.
We've been through this, little bird. You can't come with me this time, but we'll go to Seaborough next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
Aw, she's gonna regret those words when he comes back a vegetable. What a touching scene. There's nothing here. I could go back in the hole.
I shan't be visiting the badger.
Resin.
The resin has set somewhat. It's firmly gripped to the stump.
Give me a trowel.
I've collected some waxy resin.
Perfect. Might be able to use that to get the knife out. Hello? Are you the mother what's-her-face?
Please, forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Some call me that. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance.
Oh, you met my
Like your
dad.
father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
You knew my father?
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Bewley.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget those eyes.
Okay. You want to tell me about my dad?
Why was my father in Bewley?
He were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments. Hernwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother were with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Madam.
I made something to help her.
The journal. This was entered in the journal. It belongs to my father.
What journal?
This one?
Take a look at this. A passage recalls meeting a local wise woman to seek a tincture for his beloved's nausea gravidarum.
Aye, that's me. I made the tincture for him.
This is incredible.
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting?
It's been so many years since I've seen it.
Do you know anything about this mysterious stone?
What do you make of this stone?
I-A-W. I haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Binding magic?
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking about such nonsense?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
Okay, but no.
You never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
No, because the farmer said that there were 2 other people that went with him. So it couldn't possibly have just been just the 2 of them.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
I've no idea. He didn't explain more, and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond my abilities.
The landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of, and someone round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts precisely.
There was a 3rd man.
Charles Bryden mentioned there was a 3rd man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you'd best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard Shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way. But he's a nice enough fellow.
I see.
Okay.
Do you know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
Thank you for your help, Ms. Walker.
Okay. That was interesting. Berries.
What are those berries you're picking?
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see.
Okay.
The cottage is nestled cosily in the woods. I shouldn't enter uninvited.
Miss Bateman?
Yeah?
Yes.
Remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that Barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I
Just
can't
kidding.
make that promise, Mildred.
I will.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Ms. Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
She's like, okay, fair enough. You go die if you want.
Thomasina? Thomasina, come here this instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
Oh no, I'm leaving my doll on the floor. God damn it, small child.
What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy.
Sorry, so she blamed me, a child, for the accident that I wasn't even present for? She decided my child threw a little tantrum because she's a child and doesn't know any better.
Josephine, it's time to go inside
And this
now.
upset my husband enough that he's paralyzed for life due to an accident. It's because he wasn't paying attention to whatever it was that was happening because he was too concerned about my child's tantrum? Is that the logic here? What the fuck, dude?
Where did Mummy go?
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
Come here, little goblin. What you doing?
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley. Arthur? Hello?
That's no longer Arthur. Arthur's not
Oh.
here anymore.
Sorry, I'm
Oh?
trying to remember something.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes! Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
Arthur, I must tell you about the dream I had. I was at Hobbs Barrow and there was a creature. It told me it saved my father from something inside and that I would find proof of this in the morning. Sure enough, when I awoke, the journal was in my room. Mildred confirmed the journal belonged to my father. The creature told me it could help my father again. I mean, it was merely a dream. I don't know what to think anymore. Arthur? Arthur, are you listening?
Arthur's not home right now.
Fine then, we'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories.
Is the whole town gonna be like this? She's gone. Blacksmith's back. Hey, guy.
Good day.
Hey up.
I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the plough and furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Thanks, man.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I knew I liked him. Do you know anything about folklore?
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some right stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the plough and furrow?
Never
We've seen
drank
a
day
goblin.
in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
Is that the barefoot little girl?
Do you know any
That we
other
saw?
stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Sorry.
Apologies. Thanks for your...
Aye.
Okay, so now I have a knife and some resin. What do I do with this worm? Anything else in here?
I don't wish to carry...
Okay.
I
Kitty!
don't wish to wake him up.
Why not? He's a good boy. No one here today. Let's go to the Devil's Toe. Maybe now that we know about the fiddling woman, we'll find her? No.
That's a peculiar...
Okay. In that case... Anything new?
They are dry. Mr. Shoulder must have dropped the matching glove. It was rather rude of him not to come inside and see me. It's dry.
Can I pick you up now?
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
It wants down.
He looks much too unruly to be picked up.
Oh, no, Rooster. Unfortunate.
That is not coming off.
Okay. Resin. Fine. 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 Back to the farm.
Mummy?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you burning?
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Mummy, what is this?
Waste! Burn it!
Okay. Abrax. Pog, he's here. Hello. Hello, Mr. Bryden. How's your
day,
goat
Mr.
doing?
Miss,
I...
I'll stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh,
Yes. Can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
the answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But...
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
Look, Mr. Bryden, my father's journal. It confirms he was with your brother during the excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
Ha! Take that away from me. I'll be having none of that.
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
Ooh, a relic?
Occult
I waited
stuff?
for what felt like an age.
Occult stuff.
I now realise that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
Yes! Can I take
Incredible! A pair!
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe. Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
No.
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment.
Let's go!
I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
Wonderful.
And like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me? To protect me, to stop me from following in his footsteps. You failed. And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
Okay. Well, I am going to put a quick save and a big save. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today, because we've been going for about 3 hours, and this is, well, almost 3.5 hours, and this is like a 6.5 hour game. So I think 2 3-hour-ish slots is good for it. I don't want to sit here for another 3 hours, and I don't want to have just like a very short stream tomorrow, but I will be back tomorrow with more of this game. I really, really enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun. I had fun. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.